Bernie Ebbers, once hailed as a titan of the telecommunications industry, became emblematic of one of the largest corporate frauds in American history. As the CEO of WorldCom, Ebbers was at the helm when the company spiraled into a scandal that shocked the financial world. His journey from a basketball coach and motel operator to the top of corporate America was marked by rapid success, but it was his role in the company's downfall that cemented his legacy. The WorldCom scandal, involving an $11 billion accounting fraud, not only led to the company's bankruptcy but also to Ebbers' conviction and imprisonment, symbolizing the excesses and ethical breaches of the dot-com era. This story delves into the rise and fall of Bernie Ebbers, exploring the interplay of ambition, greed, and the consequences of corporate malfeasance.
Bernard "Bernie" Ebbers, a Canadian-born entrepreneur, etched his name in the annals of corporate America through an extraordinary rise and a spectacular fall. His story is a quintessential tale of ambition, excess, and the repercussions of unchecked corporate greed. In the beginning, Ebbers' journey was marked by modesty and an entrepreneurial spirit. He ventured into various businesses, including a chain of motels, before pivoting to the telecommunications industry, where he co-founded LDDS Communications in 1983. The company, which would later be renamed WorldCom, grew aggressively through a series of acquisitions, with Ebbers at the helm steering its rapid expansion. Under his leadership, WorldCom became the second-largest long-distance telephone company in the United States. However, beneath the veneer of success, troubling practices were unfolding. WorldCom's growth was partly fueled by an increasingly inflated stock price, driven by falsified financial statements. The company's accounting practices were designed to mislead investors and regulators, creating the illusion of profitability and financial stability. The facade began to crumble in 2002 when an internal audit uncovered irregularities in WorldCom's accounting, revealing that the company had inflated its assets by over $11 billion. This discovery led to the largest bankruptcy filing in U.S. history at the time and sent shockwaves through the financial world. The scandal was a hallmark event in the early 2000s, a period marred by corporate malfeasance in America. Ebbers' fall from grace was swift. In 2005, he was convicted of fraud, conspiracy, and filing false documents with regulators. His trial shed light on the mechanisms of the fraud and his central role in orchestrating it. Ebbers was sentenced to 25 years in prison, a testament to the severity of his crimes. The WorldCom scandal, with Ebbers at its center, became a case study in corporate governance failure. It prompted a re-evaluation of regulatory frameworks and contributed to the enactment of stricter securities laws, most notably the Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002. Bernie Ebbers' story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of moral compromise in the pursuit of business success. His journey from a humble entrepreneur to a convicted felon underscores the thin line between ambition and greed and the imperative of ethical conduct in the corporate realm. Ebbers' legacy, forever tied to one of the most notorious scandals in corporate America, reminds us of the enduring consequences of our choices and the inescapable reach of accountability. One, rapid rise. Ebbers' transition from a basketball coach and motel operator to the CEO of one of the largest telecommunications companies in the world is an extraordinary trajectory, illustrating a remarkable, albeit fleeting, ascent in the corporate world. 2. Magnitude of the fraud. The scale of the accounting fraud at WorldCom, amounting to $11 billion, was unprecedented at the time, making it one of the largest corporate frauds in history. 3. Personal loans. The extent to which Ebbers received personal loans from the company, totaling over $400 million, is unusual and highlights the blurred lines between his personal finances and the company's resources. 4. Fall from grace. Ebbers' transformation from a celebrated CEO to a convicted felon represents a dramatic reversal of fortune, emphasizing the volatility and risks inherent in corporate leadership and governance. 5. Impact on employees and investors. The collapse of WorldCom not only erased billions in market value but also resulted in the loss of thousands of jobs and significant financial harm to investors, showcasing the wide-reaching impact of corporate fraud. 6. Legal repercussions and sentence. Ebbers' conviction and the 25-year prison sentence he received underscore the severity of the offenses and the judicial system's response to white-collar crime at that scale.